Okay. Hi, this is group 4, and this is our interview project. So we interview parents who speak Spanish and who speak a native language at home. And Sharon and I interview Spanish speakers, and Ricardo interview an English native speaker. So in this project, in this video, we're gonna talk about our interviews and our findings. So let's.
Who wants to go first talking about the background of their interviewee?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I chose one of my third grade students. So she's my student, right? She's a Spanish student. She is from Mexico, the mom. She has a daughter in third grade that is 9 years old. At home, both languages are used. English is used with the siblings and dad. Spanish is used with mom and grandparents. The student's first language is Spanish.
I guess I'll go ahead and go next. The person I interviewed is originally from the U.S. He's been living in Korea for, I think he said 6 years? Yeah, 6 years. And before that, he was living in China. His daughter is 6 years old, and she's in the first grade, I believe, because they do it by year born, not by child's age. And the languages used at home, the little girl, she speaks English, a mix between English and Korean with her father, and with everyone else, she only speaks Korean. And that includes like teachers and other family members. Well, I say the kid's first language would be considered Korean, but she is starting to like learn more and more English. So she's moving towards the direction of becoming bilingual. And she is in a bilingual program, but it's not really a bilingual. I wouldn't call it, but it's more of like an English as a foreign language. So she's only getting exposure to English in school like 3 hours a week.
So the parent that I interview is from Mexico, and her son is in high school, senior year, and he speaks Spanish at home because the parent that I interview speaks Spanish. But however, the guy speaks Spanish with his brother. So among the siblings, they speak Spanish, but with their parents, they speak with the siblings, they speak English, but with the parents, they speak Spanish because the parents, all they know is Spanish. And that's pretty much it.
Okay, so now we talk about the school program views.
Mm-hmm.
Her daughter has been in dual language for 5 years. At first, the parents seemed to advocate more for English, saying her daughter was more English. Yet, as I continued asking about the bilingual program, she realized that her daughter is bilingual and is able to communicate in both. She does feel her teachers are effective since she sees her daughters all speak both languages. The parent did not feel she was very informed with the program and would like for meetings that would explain how this program works to be able to help at home. So she kind of knew the gist, but as I spoke to her, she kind of felt like, oh, I would like to know more about it based on the questions that we had.
I'll go ahead and start my the girl was not in a program for very long. The father wasn't that well informed about exactly how the classes were conducted. The only thing he understood or knew is that they went to, like, they had a teacher come in like from outside. They subcontracted another teacher to come in, and they learned like structured play, like songs and games and things like that, and like learning basic verbs. So he felt that it was a great program. He just wished that they had more time because they were only given 3 hours a week devoted to like English learning. So, and he has no idea how the teachers are because he doesn't really speak to them because of a language barrier.
So the child has been in this program for 7 years. I believe since 5th grade all the way to senior year. And the parent does know how the program works, but it's just very vague. Like she just knows that like they teach the students in Spanish and in English, but she doesn't know any specific things about the program. And she believes that they're effective leaders. However, she believes that the program or like the the program is not very effective. Like not like this the curriculum is not very effective because she believes that they're teaching them like Spanish from Spain, which is like irrelevant to the Spanish here that they currently use. Okay,
So now we go into the parental involvement.
yeah.
Okay. She feels that it is a good program since all her daughters have developed both languages. She is involved in the way that she meets with the teachers and she holds her daughters accountable for doing their homework and doing good in school. She didn't say that she helps them much with homework because she says that her daughters don't ask her for help. But at least she makes them do the homework. Like she makes them be responsible. She feels the school does not reach out very much and would like to be better informed, like meetings just specifically to talk about the program.
All right. So my parent, his overall involvement was pretty low, and that's not because he didn't want to be involved. It was he kind of couldn't. He has been invited for like parent teacher conferences and open houses and stuff like that, but most of the teachers who work in the school don't speak English, and so he's kind of just more like just standing there and feeling awkward. That's kind of how he put it. But he wishes that they had a teacher on staff who felt more comfortable explaining how the program and stuff works works. So they do reach out. It's just the lack. There's a language barrier, so like he's unable to communicate with them.
For mine, she said that she is not very involved, and she said that it was because she doesn't have time. However, she would want to be like more involved, and she said that they do reach out to her, and it's mostly through like permission slips and stuff like that, with like information, just saying like, oh, we have like an open house, or we just have how like the program works. But she never like really made an effort to go because of the time that she doesn't have. So, but she has like something that I noticed is that she has like a respect for the program. Although she changed her mind how she views the program, she always like kind of went back to like saying like, oh, it is a good program because my child is getting like a certificate, or will be getting a certificate that would say dual language. So they have a respect for the program. So.
Okay, so in conclusion, right, kind of merging our three findings, our parents want to be more informed about how the program works. This way they can support their child. And it was not just the Spanish speaking, which were Adriana and I, but also Ricardo. Both of the Spanish speaking parents didn't find much relevance in the students learning Spanish. Yet one of them, which is the one that I interviewed, changed her mind after the interview. She kind of found it more relevance once I said they know two, not just one, but two. She just doesn't need to know English, but she knows two. The Korean parent whose child is learning English was not very satisfied with the quality of education and felt underrepresented because of the language barrier. Even though the Spanish-speaking parents did not say that they felt underrepresented, we conclude that they did. This is why they might not feel very informed. And I mean, I just made a connection right now, Ricardo, like, maybe, we can connect your parent to how, like, parents that live here in the U.S., in other states where bilingual education is banned, like, I think it's California, right? Or is it, yeah, that they, I guess that's how the parents might feel, like yours, like very underrepresented and not very satisfied with what they're learning. Can you all hear me?
I'm sorry, I was on mute. I was agreeing with you. I was saying like, yes, I agree. It's
I thought you were saying like, I can't hear you. I'm like, oh my gosh.
No, it's like what is it? Like in places where like they advocate for English only use. and like places where a lot of school districts refuse to send home things in Spanish.
Yeah.
So that concludes our interview discussion findings.
All right. Bye.
Bye, guys.